Yo, what up? So, episode today is a little bit shorter, kind of like the last one, but look, we're doing 2 shows a day right now, so it's just gonna have to be shorter for a little bit, and mostly football though. Again, actually, that's not really true. There's quite a bit of baseball talk too, surprisingly. Yeah, and I am having heart issues, but do not worry, I will be fine. Unless you don't care about me at all. Uh, in which case, fuck you then. All right, welcome to this episode of Stone Sports. I am Bert, and with me, as always, is Dubs. Say what up, Dubs.
Здравствуйте.
What's cracking?
Chilling, man, chilling. Watched some football. Went out for fucking food yesterday.
Food? Where'd
Got
you go
pretty
for
drunk
food?
on Sunday? Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
Nice.
Got a margarita.
Yo,
Margarita with the
question.
kicker. What's up?
Have you had one of these COVID tests, the other ones, though? Not like the old ones. What are they called? Like PRC tests or whatever? PCR tests, whatever it is?
No, sir.
I've got to get one tomorrow because
Oh no, you got the vid?
nah, I can't find my vaccination card and I have to go to a concert on Friday, so I've got to bring a negative COVID test with me, you know.
Mhm.
But dude, the first one I got, bro, like I don't know if you've gotten one, but I shit you not, that fucking lady fucked my skull with that Q-tip. I mean, bro, like I could
think
feel
we
it
talked about it
we
on the
we,
show when
we
it
fucking
happened.
may have, dude. Hold on, it's time for the ceremonial turning on of the light. Let that
I
be
think
light.
you literally said the same thing. I think you were like, that lady just fucked my skull with
Bro.
this Q-tip.
Bro, I'm not shitting you. I mean, that shit was like up in my brains, bro. I was getting like mummified. Like it was fucked up. But I gotta get one tomorrow morning at like 8 in the morning. So I didn't know if they'd gotten any better, or like if they still have to go like all the way up in your shit. But anyway,
I hope not.
oh
I feel like there's
dude,
gotta be a better way around it.
you want to see something kind of crazy?
What's up?
Hold on, this is great podcasting, but whatever. Like everyone could just fuck off for like 2 seconds. Hold on, let me turn on the camera so you can see something.
Okay.
All right, can you see that? Do you see that on my chest?
Yeah.
It's a heart monitor.
Oh, gee.
Burty has a bum ticker, apparently. So I have a heart monitor on my chest right now that I have to wear for 14 days. And anyone out there who's had to wear one of these fucking things can understand. Dude, you have no idea how annoying it is. It's this little plastic square in the middle. Like, you never realize how occupied of a space in your daily life the middle of your chest is until there's something right in the middle of it and it's constantly getting in the way. And you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's obnoxious as shit.
You know, nothing, not even close to the obnoxicity. I don't even know.
I don't know if that's a word, but we're fucking rolling with it.
It's pretty good. But either way, it doesn't compare to that. But I have like a necklace that I wear, and it leans down right in my chest, and it's the exact height that Selena's at, where she goes and like puts her forehead into my chest.
Oh, that's so cute.
So she just jams her face into the metal and jams the metal into my chest, like at least once a week, usually more.
That's hilarious. Yeah, man. I mean, look, I'm not really complaining because I had to do this once before, like in high school. And back then, you know, because I'm so goddamn old, it was not this little tiny thing that just sat on your chest. It was like a satchel that I had to carry around for like a week. So, I mean, I really shouldn't be complaining, but I'm just saying, like, it's funny how when all of a sudden there are objects in certain places, you realize how often that space is occupied. You know?
Chest occupado.
Fucking far out, man. Fucking far out. Yeah,
Fucking fair out.
apart from that, I haven't really done much this week. I've been ordered to take it very easy. So I've been laying in bed a lot. I watched quite a few things actually. Reservation Dogs. Have you watched that shit yet?
No, I haven't watched that yet. I haven't anything you told me to watch. I haven't watched it yet.
Did I tell you to watch that already?
You did last episode.
Okay. That's really good. It's a good
So
show.
you went on like a 3-minute rant about how good Reservation Dogs was last episode.
Yeah, dude, it's really good. It's really, really good.
You know what I learned today?
Huh? Is that what we're gonna start calling this segment of the show? The intro segment we're gonna be called "What I learned today." Yeah.
I was today years old when.
Yeah, TIL.
Windshields in Britain, Great Britain, England.
Yes.
The great UK. They're called windscreens.
Yes, you
which I
didn't
think
know
is
this.
I did not, and I think it's a way better fucking name.
Yeah, they're called windscreens. Do you know what the hood of the car is called?
The neighbor.
It's called
the neighborhood.
Nope, it's called the bonnet.
The what?
Bonnet.
The bonnet.
And the trunk is the boot.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah. We kind of use that like, sometimes here it's kind of like certain affectations. But yeah, they call the hood the bonnet in England. And they're not called gearheads. They're called petrol heads.
They call the bed of a truck a bow, like a boat.
What?
Big like a boat.
No, they don't.
You're right, they don't.
Yeah, shut the
I
fuck
thought I could
up.
get you.
No,
I thought I might have been able to get you.
No, dude. I watch Top Gear all the time. You're not getting me on some shit like that.
You're like, what?
No.
Record scratch. Did you know in Canada, do you know what they call weed whackers in Canada?
No.
This is one I always like to tell people.
No.
WhipperSnippers.
If that's true,
Phenomenal.
It's amazing.
I used to play Overwatch with a couple Canadian guys, and literally out of the blue, like not talking about it at all. The guy was like, fuck. I was supposed to get my WhipperSnipper back from my neighbor, and he went out for the weekend. I'm gonna have to wait the week.
I was supposed to get my WhipperSnipper back from my neighbor.
And then we were all like, wait, what? And then the other Canadian guy was like, what? You guys call it a what? A weed whacker? That's fucking stupid. It's a WhipperSnipper.
It's like,
I'm like, WhipperSnipper sounds like I'm being scolded by an old man.
Yeah, it either sounds like that or it sounds like a really indecent act that one like perpetrates on another person. Like it sounds like some nasty shit.
That bitch last week.
Man, I'm telling you what, dude. Like, I took this girl home. She whippersnipped the shit out of me, bro. Like, I didn't know what was happening.
It's a verb.
It does, though, kind of sound like something like an old Southern white man would call like a young person of color. You know what I mean? Like, it does not sound like a good word.
No, it doesn't.
Like, at all. Ugh.
Should censor it.
And you know that's something that happens a lot that like pisses me off. Like they'll be like when we used to play with Hurry, and he'd be like, no, like those aren't cookies, those are crisps. And I was like, no, bro, that's a cookie, or like that's a biscuit. No, you dumb fuck, that's a cookie. It's not a biscuit.
You get biscuits from KFC.
Yeah, you get biscuits and gravy. You get cookies and milk. Sure, the rest of the world might say it the other way, but we don't give a fuck. This is America. You follow our example. I gotta calm down.
Our rules.
I gotta calm down or I'm gonna have a heart attack on the air. Oh my God, road rules. Oh my God, road rules. Holy shit, I completely forgot about road rules.
I unlocked the road rules.
Yeah, I'm having like recovered memories. Like, I don't know if you remember this, but they used to do like real world versus road rules challenge. I think that's what the challenge was originally called. It was called, I think it was real world versus road rules. Jesus Christ. MTV is such garbage television.
It's the worst.
Except for Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is pretty hilarious, dude. If you stay up late at night and do a bunch of cocaine, Jersey Shore is pretty fucking funny, man.
That's because they're high on cocaine.
Well, it's just, I don't know, like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, everything's so ridiculous. Like, especially
where's
early
cocaine
on.
get you, Bertie?
Like that one episode
with a
where,
white
like,
block in your chest.
That's fucking true, man. Don't do cocaine. But that one episode in the beginning when, like, Snooki taps on the situation's shoulder and he just turns around and decks her. Like, it's just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, if somebody approaches me out of nowhere, like, my gut reaction is to turn around and be ready to fight. But I don't, like, what the fuck, bro? you're in a club and you're just going to turn around and slug this poor girl. She tapped you on the shoulder. Jesus Christ. All right. I think that's enough of going down memory lane because I will get caught up in that for hours.
Do you ever play Gex?
Gex the Gecko? Psh,
Yeah.
Bitch, did I play Gex the Gecko? Bruh, who are you talking to?
I'm asking.
Come on now, man. That's my generation. Fucking, is it the second or the third one? The Deep Undercover? That's the best one.
I only played the first one.
Yeah, Gex is the shit. Fuck, I love Gex. God, I want to play Gex now.
Get a 64, bro.
I have one, bro. I just don't have a copy of Gex the Gecko.
I have a copy of Gex the Gecko.
You do?
I do.
Ooh, if I can get... Do you have a 64?
I do.
Oh, we playing some Gex.
I don't know if it works anymore or where it's at, to be honest, but I know I have
I'll see if I can get mine out of my storage unit before I come up and we can play some Gex.
Fuck yeah. Get baked and play some Gex.
Hell yes, that sounds like the best day. The best day. All right, so like I said, I can't keep going down memory lane or this will just be the whole show. So what do
we got a lot of football to cover.
Do we really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, let's get through it, Dan. Let's get to the oof.
We'll get to the oof.
Let's do the oof, and then we get to football.
We mentioned biscuits. We mentioned KFC. We mentioned America. We have KFC and biscuits, but not America.
Oh, this is not. This is not in America.
It is not in America. It is in.
They have KFC.
Auckland, New Zealand. I almost said New Jersey. Auckland, New Jersey.
They have KFC in New Zealand.
So it's outlawed right now. They do have KFC in New Zealand.
That's surprising to me.
Because of a level 4 lockdown due to the coronavirus.
Oh.
You are not allowed to get any restaurants, even takeout level eateries.
But I thought they had like 0 COVID cases and shit.
Not no more.
Bruh.
Not no more.
Bruh.
But 2 men that the New Zealand police called gang associates were caught smuggling cash. But the cash they received from delivering a trunk full of KFC that they smuggled into the city.
All right, we really shouldn't laugh because it's COVID related, but fuck it. They're smuggling fried chicken.
It's literally the South Park episode.
I mean, dude, it's literally like a bad Comedy Central like movie of the week from like the early 2000s. Do you remember when they used to do those? Like occasionally Comedy Central would make their own movies.
Yeah, I've seen like I wasn't watching Comedy Central when it was happening, but I know of them. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like that. That's hysterical. You were like you gotta tell that to an employer now for the rest of your life.
And the police pulled out 10 cups of coleslaw, which means they had at least 10 meals.
Yeah, they did.
At least. Men were planning to resell the chicken and side dishes. Police also seized $100,000 US.
Wow. I wonder though, like, all right, hear me out. This is kind of dark, but this could be a possible explanation. What if they worked at a KFC? Now KFC's been shut down. They don't have a way to make money. So they're like, well, we'll get into the, black fried chicken market. You know what I mean? We'll get into the black market fried chicken. We'll illegally sell fried chicken. Like, that's what they had to do to make ends meet, man. They're not filming Lord of the Rings in New Zealand anymore. Like,
I think you should hit them up, call them.
Yeah.
Somehow and say, listen, I'll be your defense attorney. I work for getmeoff.com. It's a product of Stone Sports. Because I think you just nailed it. I think you're going to get them off with that defense you just gave.
Right. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the general sentiment of New Zealanders. You're going to get them
less time than they are originally going to get.
For sure.
If any time.
For sure, yeah. I mean, but it depends on the general sentiment of New Zealanders because they might all be like, no, we're probably locked down. And
look at all these Mets fans fucking filming themselves clap. What a bunch of idiots. Continue.
What? Oh, they're filming themselves clapping.
Yeah, there's also a lot of them, like a whole lot of them at Fenway Park right now, and I'm
Not here for it.
No, they have like the entire right field fucking.
Wow.
Like, the entire area.
Let's go Mets.
That's like what? That's where Orioles fans sit when we go to Camden.
Man, I was talking to my uncle about them the other day, and all he said, he just looked at me with like, he's not even an Orioles fan, mind you. Let's preface it with that. He doesn't like them at all. But he looks at me the other day, and he just goes, I mentioned the Orioles. I was like, how about the Orioles? He looks at me the other day. He just kind of picks his head up and looks at me and goes, how are they going to keep going? And I was like, I don't know, man. He's like, yeah, but like, nobody's going to go. And I was like, I know.
They're fucked.
They're so fucked.
They need to home produce enough stars to get competitive again.
Yeah, or just like genetically clone Cal Ripken 15 times or something, because I feel like Orioles fans will just pour into the stadium for that. But yeah, speaking of, let's get to the sports. You want to do some baseball first since we're already here, and then we can go to football?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm down for that.
All right, so what do you want to talk about in the baseball world?
First off, did you see the Brewers guy last week? Mr. Dan Vogelbach and Vogue?
Ooh, love that. Nice tagline. Did you come up with that yourself?
I did.
That's pretty good. You see, I'm telling you, you got a future in sports writing, bro.
On the fly.
No, what did he do?
Pinch hit, walk-off grand slam.
Ooh. Good God.
Which is just about the coolest thing you can do.
I remember. I think I remember him. He's like kind of a big boy, isn't he?
He's a wicked big boy.
Let me Google. Yep, that's exactly who I was thinking of. Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a brick house.
He's pounding brews. He's got a bit of a
He plays for the Brewers now.
Yeah, he puts off mad like Wade Boggs energy.
I saw a video of like dissecting the hit, and it zoomed in on his face, and he just does not he hit it, and he's just like, yeah, that's what I do. It's like so casual about it. There was no emotion on his face. He just trotted the bases like nothing.
Yeah, and he just heard that sound, that crack, and then all he thought to himself was getting laid tonight. That's pretty gnarly though, man.
But faster around these bases, faster I get some brews and some.
Yep, I'm gonna eat 4 fried chickens, have some sex. What inning was it? Do you know?
Walk off. It was the 9th.
Oh, you said it was walk off.
Yeah, pinch hit, walk off, grand slam.
God damn.
They were down 5-1. They got a run beforehand, top of the ninth or bottom of the ninth. Excuse me. Got a run, and then they loaded the bases for Big Dan, pinch hit Big Dan when the bases got juiced, and he came in and came through. God
damn, that is. I mean, you justify your contract like that.
Again, just about the coolest thing you can do.
It really is. It really is.
That's what you picture yourself doing in your backyard when you're a kid.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, those are
bottom of the 9th, game on the line.
Yep, that is. I mean, that's the reason baseball is the shit. That's the reason sports are the shit. He
digs in, curveball to the knees, strike 3. Got him looking.
Just a bit outside. Yeah, that's
got him looking, lose the game, getting cut.
That's the thing about all sports, that it happens in every sport. There's a moment like that where you're just like, every once in a while. We talked about it on the show before. Every once in a while,
we've had a few of them
like,
in the lifespan of Stone Sports.
And every time it happens, you think to yourself, "This is why I watch."
Yep.
You know, like these are the moments. This is why this shit is cool.
What just happened? Okay, he flew out. I thought he hit a home run at first.
Live baseball commentary with Dubs.
Yeah. By the way, if we're in the wild card game, which it looks like we will be, Stone Sports at Twitch TV.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be either a lot of fun or very depressing to watch.
Really tough night. I'm hoping it's gonna be a.
I honestly don't think you should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should just. What you should do is let's wait like say 5 or 6 innings to see how the game goes. And if it's going right, then you jump on and have a celebration.
No, here's what I do. I get on at the start, and if we go down, I just my internet went out. I just keep going on Twitter every 10 minutes. I'm going to score update. Score update.
Yeah, but see, now you've said that. So you
bleep it out.
You blew your own spot up. Nope, not bleeping it out.
And cut in here. All right. Next on the docket, as I drink down my orange soda. Crush, thanks for asking.
Crush is the best orange soda.
Anthony Goose, the Hose. I'm just going to call him the Hose.
Anthony Jose.
Scarface.
Go ahead.
Anthony Goose. He made his
you can do it.
Re-debut. I was trying to think of the right word, but I guess
can
it's
do it.
Re-debut. 4 years after his last appearance in the MLB, he re-debuted with the Indians as a pitcher.
Guardians?
Not yet. Gotta get him in while I can.
Okay. How'd he do, though?
He hit 100.
Okay. All right.
He finished with an inning and 2/3 pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout on 39 pitches. However, his lone strikeout came against MLB home runs co-leader Salvador Perez, who also just broke the record for most home runs in a season by a catcher since like 1970.
I think I saw that in my Twitter
He
feed.
broke a Johnny Bench record, which if you're breaking Johnny Bench records, you're doing something right.
Yeah, you are. And if you're striking that dude out, you're doing something right.
Yeah. He was a top prospect back in 2012, 2013, 2014 with the Blue Jays. He ended up making his MLB debut in 2012, wound up hitting just 240, ended up being traded to the Tigers. And after a abysmal couple years with the Tigers, they asked him if he wanted to try pitching. Worked out. They ended up getting rid of him, but he kept with the pitching, and now he's back in the MLB with the Cleveland I-words.
There you go. All right. That's a nice feel-good story.
Yeah.
You love to see. All right, let's get to the mammoth.
You love to see it.
Let's get to the mammoth. That is, oh my God. I just remember this. I've been dying to talk to you about this. We'll get to football in a minute. I'm sorry. I know we always interrupt the show with some random shit.
Well, I have one more for baseball.
Okay, do it, and then I got to talk to you about something. We'll take the mid-show break.
Okay. I got something I meant to talk about, too, so perfect fucking timing, Burty. Wildcard update. AL wildcard. We are closing in here on the last couple weeks of the season. Under 2 weeks to go now. The Red Sox leading the way in the AL wildcard, 86 and 65 right now. We are playing Burty's Mets, going to be 87 and 65. Toronto Blue Jays, 84 and 66. We are the top 2 spots there. Yankees half game back, and then Oakland and Seattle 2 games and 3 games back respectively, but I don't think they're going to be making a wildcard appearance. I think it's between the 3 AL East teams. And then we move down to the NL. Dodgers already have their spot locked up. The Giants are going to win that division. Dodgers right behind them. And then the lone wild card spot there is going to be either St. Louis or Cincinnati. It looks like the Padres have backed off as well as the Phillies. St. Louis holds a 2-game lead over Cincinnati right now.
Wild card. I couldn't let that go. It sounded so fucking funny.
Wild card.
Wild card.
The wild card.
I got a wild card game. Yeah. I mean,
Arnie's commentating on it.
Oh, dude, I fucking
that
damn
would
it!
be great.
Damn
Can we
it,
talk about how great that would be?
You got what you
want
wanted.
him
Give
to
these
do a
people
football
air.
I want him to commentate a Raiders game.
Yeah.
Fumble! The Raiders got it.
He fumbled the football. I can't do that sentence in an Arnold voice. I can only do the movie quotes, you know? Give these people air. Damn it, Cohagen. You got what you wanted. Give these people air.
And then he fucked his maid.
Yep, and then he did. But he owned up to it. He handled that about as well as you can. I mean, it does. It does. He admitted he was wrong, and I'm just saying. Some people don't even do that shit. Like, do we need to get into the Drake and Josh situation?
No, we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a great TV show, and we'll leave it there.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll take the mid-show break, and yes. I got something I want to talk to you about.
I'm curious if it's the same thing I want to talk to you about.
It's definitely not. Okay. It's a throwback to something we talked about before. I believe it was an oof of some kind, or maybe just some random news story you popped up on the show once.
Is it David Rush?
No, it is not. I am reading a book.
Shout out the Hollywood Hannon, man.
Yeah, that's it. The truths. I'm reading a book right now about the Diet Loft
Your
Pass.
first one?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remix.
Remember when you talked about that shit?
I do. I named it Diet Loft Pass Remix.
Yeah, so I'm reading this book, and it is so much crazier of a story than like we were, because we obviously didn't have time to get into the details. This isn't My Favorite Murder or some shit. Although shout outs, it's a good podcast. But anyway,
it could be. We can just copy them.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone else.
Call it our second.
Everyone else is. You know what I mean?
Our second favorite murder.
Literally, like every podcast in existence, I feel like is copying them now. But yeah. So I'm reading about it, and it's fucking crazy, man. Like there was a guy who was with them who got sick or something, or he had some sort of pain. I can't quite remember because I've just been pouring through the book pretty quickly. And he was like,
was his wife there?
No, but he was like, I'm going back. And he didn't go with them. So like he
sounds like he was sick of their shit.
Right? So like there's so many different theories about him, and you really need to go read about it like more because it's fucking nutty what some of the theories are. One of the theories in this book is that like it's something to do with these like certain kind of like vortex pattern or something that creates this vibration that you can't hear, but it causes human beings to have panic attacks. So they think that's what could have happened, and these people just panicked and kind of left the tent. You know what it sounds like to me though? What it all really feels like to me, and I don't know if the timeline really checks out, if it's possible, but it really sounds to me like acid thinking. Like they took some acid or something and they climbed a tree. Like it all just sounds like acid thinking.
And let's be honest, if you're getting acid in Russia,
right,
probably gonna do some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's either gonna be incredibly strong or really bunk acid, which will give you a really bad time.
Somebody made it with the shit under their sink.
Right, or it's just a Yeti.
Yeah. The Yeti.
Yeah, it's probably just a Yeti. But anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to talk to you about it because, like, you mentioned it. I'd actually never heard of it the first time you mentioned it.
Really?
Yeah, I never heard of that one. And I know about a lot of them, And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I was in a bookstore and I saw it. And I was like, it's like this cool secondhand bookstore up the street from me. And I was like, oh, my God. I remember Dubs talking about this. And it's fucking crazy. Like, it's a really crazy fucking case. Like, it's really fucking nutty.
Smoking's encouraged at that bookstore.
Yeah, dude, it's an amazing bookstore, man. No, it's like run by this like, I mean, like she has got to be like 98 years old. Just this little old lady. Like, it's fucking amazing. Like, I love that lady. I don't even know her name. I should probably learn her name. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to talk about.
Bookstore lady.
Yeah, she'll just be bookstore lady. BSL. That sounds
BSL
really
number
dirty.
1.
That sounds really dirty. I'm not gonna call her that. It sounds real. Like BSL number 1 sounds like a porno. Like that's not chill. So what did you want to talk about?
So many words that could be the letters.
Oh yeah.
Flaming hot Mountain Dew.
What? You know I'm a Mountain Dew guy.
The worst combo I think I ever heard of. The worst crossover event.
Is it flaming hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew?
Yes, it is.
Oh my God, dude. That's disgusting.
Flaming hot Mountain Dew. They're also coming out with a clothing line.
All right. Now I bet those clothes are going to be lit.
They're gonna be popping.
Especially if you were like a skater in like 1999. Those clothes are going to be lit.
The can also pretty lit.
Is it? I'm going to Google it right now.
Sending you a picture.
Oh, I just hit my microphone. I apologize to everyone out there.
Come on, Burty.
Fuck off. Send me the
Everyone's
picture.
coming here
Send me
for
the picture, you little...
Everyone's coming here for professionalism.
Will you send me the picture already? Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. It is kind of a dope can. Although, like, it just reeks of fuckboy.
Yeah, it's the way. If you see somebody drinking that, you're like, God damn, that guy's the worst.
Yeah, like he's very fond of the phrase, "It's not you, it's me."
His first name probably starts with a W, if you catch my drift.
Yes, I do. I do catch your drift.
He's probably a big Drift fan as well.
Yep, definitely. Favorite Fast and Furious movie, Tokyo Drift.
Said no one ever.
Except this guy. No, I'm just kidding. Although it is hilarious, dude. That movie is so fucking funny. Every time he's like, drift, it kills me. It's so fucking funny. That movie is hilarious. Have you watched any of the new ones? Have we talked about this already?
I've watched... The last one I watched was the one Paul Walker died filming.
Dude, they're all so ridiculous.
Yeah, they are.
Like, they're not... a couple weeks ago, really like a month or two ago, I was bored.
They could have stopped after 2.
Yeah, they really should have stopped after, like, they could have done 1 and then the first one with The Rock. And, like, I think that would have been fine. But, like, the ones now, like, what is that? Like,
What is that?
Really, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, in the newest one, there's a part where he like, hooks his car onto a broken bridge cable and then drives it off a cliff and, like, swings it across a canyon. And I'm just like, what is that? There were times watching the last 2 where I laughed out loud by myself and said, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So, yeah, if you're bored and need a bad movie to watch, I highly recommend any of the Fast and the Furious films, especially if you want to watch a film about family. That's really all it's about, bro. Family.
Barbecues.
And Vin Diesel going, stop! You embarrass me! But, I think we should get back to...
barely holding on.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. All right, we should get back to the football. We got football to cover, and it's a lot of it. So let's do that. And
all right.
And then we'll bullshit through the hockey and get out of here.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Works for me. Football. Giants and the WFC. WFC picked up the win 30-29.
Jesus Christ.
0-2.
Daniel Jones really is like ultimate sad boy.
Yeah. They were coming back. Also from that game, did you see their either the center or their guard snap his leg?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it got folded back like a lawn chair, rolled right over it, snapped. Had to get
oh.
surgery immediately.
Oh, Christ almighty. Jesus fuck. Oh. Also, by the way, the last sentence I just spoke would offend like 60% of the people in this country.
Jesus fuck.
Christ almighty, Jesus fuck. I regret nothing.
The Midwest for sure.
Mm-hmm. And a deep south.
Giants lost in similar fashion. The Patriots in week 1. They were driving down. Daniel Jones. Fumble. Tough stuff. Game over. Washington wins.
I mean, it's hard to have pity for him anymore, though.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, at this point, it's just like, bro, you've been given
they
every
need to
chance.
get him out of there.
You've been given every chance possible. You know, I mean, you know,
that. Honestly, he's my deadline for getting the what weed every quarterback in the NFL is. He's my deadline because I have a really good one for him. It's all written out, and if he fucking gets like canned, not a starter before I'm able to finish that, it's gonna be tough.
Let's just do it tonight on the fucking live stream. Let's just do that.
Fuck it.
We could
Raiders.
we could just do it off the top of our heads, bro. Go ahead.
Raiders, Steelers. 2-0 Raiders, 1-1 Steelers. Raiders picked up the win, 26-17.
Damn, let's go.
Black hole.
Wow.
Big game. I also saw something today saying Derek Carr and John Gruden the next great QB duo. But literally 3 weeks ago, they're like, Derek Carr shouldn't be starting.
Well, that's just
go get a quarterback.
That's
which
fan
we are
bases
also
in the
saying,
media.
but I still stand by it. He's overperforming thus far. He's doing.
But didn't they do this? Didn't they do this last season too? The Raiders
they did the exact same thing.
They were like doing really well in the beginning of the season. They just fell off.
Then they went like 2-6, and then they came back a little bit. Then they ended up finishing 8-8. But
yeah. So we'll talk in 6 weeks.
Yeah, they did beat the Steelers though. Good for them. Who beat the Bills?
That's true. That's a pretty good win.
TJ Watt got hurt in that one. We'll see if he's able to go this week. Next on the docket, Niners Eagles. Niners won that one. They advanced to 2-0. I didn't watch any of that. Gritty game though. From what I've read.
Nice.
Texans Browns. Browns won 31-21.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
They advanced to 2-0. It was 14-14 at the half, and Tyrod was looking really fucking good, which surprised me.
Yeah.
Texans possibly maybe overperforming thus far. They beat the shit out of the Jaguars. Like, it wasn't even close. And they were not favored in that game.
I mean, even if the Texans are overperforming, though, I wait for an inevitable collapse of a dying star. You know what I mean?
That's true. And Tyrod got hurt.
Right.
Don't know how long he's going to be out, but Davis Mills is going to come in. He came in that game through a pick, and he's probably going to start on Thursday for them.
Okay.
But Texans 0-2, Browns 2-0, Broncos 2-0, Jags 0-2, same situation.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence, a beautiful throw to Marvin Jones for a touchdown was pretty much the Jags' only highlight in that one. Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater just steadily moving them down the field pretty much every time they get the ball.
I mean, we talked about Bridgewater, dude.
We have.
I believe that he is like the semi-truth. You know what I mean?
Semi-truth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say because the truth for me is reserved for the monsters, but I do think he's
all right.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's I would say I don't know, underrated, but not overrated, if that makes sense. It's hard to describe what I'm trying to say.
He's in a weird pocket for you. Apparently.
Yes. It's because I do think some people have the same opinion of him that you and I do, that he is good. But I think there are some people who think he's not. You know what I mean? So it's hard to say he's actually underrated, but definitely not overrated. I don't know what I'm trying to say. You fucking know what I'm trying to say. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of underrated, the Panthers 2-0.
Hey,
the Saints, who beat the shit out of the Packers. Saints only scored 7 points against a stout Panthers defense. It was 17-0 at half. Were we right about Sam Darnold? Just needed to change the scenery? Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we fucking might be.
Something to keep an eye on. Panthers 2-0. Another 2-0 team, the Rams. They beat the Colts 27-24. The Rams offense is looking nice. Pretty efficient. The week 1, Matt Stafford was just throwing dots. Didn't have to throw a lot of them, but it just resulting in touchdowns. A lot of the same in week 2. Colts were coming back at the end, but Rams able to hold on.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You did kind of say you thought that was going to be a good fit, right? Stafford.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Meach also huge on Stafford this year.
Yeah. I it's not surprising to me.
Next up, Bills, Dolphins, blowout, shutout, 35-0. Bills pick up the win. 1-1, both teams are. Tua carted to the locker room. Bills were in control all the way after that. Allen, highlight touchdown, and Bills advance.
There you go. Let's get
1-1, Patriots. 0-2 Jets, 25-6. The Patriots beat the shit out of the Jets. Similar fashion to Bills Dolphins. However, their quarterback did not get hurt. You could have fooled me. Zach Wilson, 2 quick interceptions. added 2 more by the end of the game for a total of 4. Sam Darnold part 2, he was seeing ghosts out there.
Yeah, but that kind of begs the question, is it the quarterback or is it just the general situation?
It might just be the Jets. The Jets might just kill quarterbacks.
I mean, look, correlation does not prove causation, but I'm just saying.
Jets might just kill quarterbacks.
Yeah, like that could just very well fucking be the case here.
Mac Jones 17 for 21 with 142 yards in the first half. Didn't do a whole lot of passing after that. Like I said last week, I still feel like they have him on a little bit of a tight leash. Like,
yeah, just protecting the ego a little bit.
Dunk it down, dunk it down, dunk it down, dunk it down. Like they don't really let him go deep much.
Yeah, protect. That
like
makes
2
sense.
Throws
though.
that went deep, and both of them looked pretty fucking good.
That makes sense. Though, protect the confidence. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
Keep the ego intact.
You don't want him throwing 4 picks like Zach Wilson did. So
yeah, that would not be good for development.
Nope. But 0 INTs for Mac thus far through 2 games. Looking good. Don't keep not turning the ball over. We'll be all right.
Yep.
I have a quote from commentary.
Uh-oh.
Talking about a throw Zach Wilson tried to make. That ended up being an interception. They're referencing it in film, like referencing it to watching film the next day. But this is a direct quote. I thought I could get it in there. How did you think you could get it in there with 2 guys there? Well, I still thought I could get it in there.
Oh, that's pretty ambiguous.
Also, at another point in the commentary, they were talking about Sean Hockley, the lead ref, son of Ed Hockley, former lead ref. It took him 35 fucking minutes to get out a sentence saying that he was related to Ed Hockley. Every word sort of dragged like.
Oh, no. This. God, that's so obnoxious. The only thing more obnoxious than that is when people always go up at the end of every sentence. It's like, oh my God.
It's the worst.
It's so fucking bad, dude. Ugh. God. I just gave myself PTSD.
I know, dude. I just looked at my phone and I just saw red. Bengals Bears, the last 1:00 game. Oh, sorry. There's one other 1:00 game. But Bengals Bears, 2017 Bears won. Both teams 1-1 now. Bengals had 57 penalty yards in the first half. That'll kill them. 3 picks from Burrow. Jamar Chase got his second TD. Dalton hurt. Justin Fields came in. He threw a pick. Matt Nagy says he is still going with Andy Dalton as their QB. That game kind of backs him up. The only thing that's really backed him up this far, because Dalton played better than Fields did before he got hurt.
Right.
Only in that game. It's really the only time he's outperformed him, like I said, but it gives Nagy a little bit of proof there.
Right.
Bucks beat the shit out of the Falcons. They moved to 2-0. Brady has 9 touchdowns to the first 2 games. Gronk's going off. Did you see he said he didn't watch film, which is complete bullshit?
No.
They asked him if he watches film. He said, no, I don't. I just run by guys. If I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good. Tom tells me who's covering me. Which is just not true.
It's so not true. Because you know that would not fly. Like, base level alone, the organization would be like, no, you fucking idiot.
Playing for the Patriots for a decade.
Right? Like, shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Not happening, Gronk.
Nope, not buying it. Nope, not buying it.
Cardinals beat the Vikings in a barn burner. I haven't gotten much to see really any of the Cardinals or the Vikings week 1 or 2.
Uh-huh.
I hope to. Cardinals have looked pretty impressive thus far, and the Vikings gave them a hell of a fight. The Vikings did the same thing with the Bengals in week 1 too, so 2 tight losses for them, but they are 0-2. Titans, Seahawks. I really want to skip this one because I can't remember a single game that's fucked me harder in fantasy football in recent memory. But I will get to that on the other show this week. Yeah, fuck this game.
Yeah, what was the score?
I'll give you that. 33 Titans 33, Seahawks 30 in OT. Both teams are 1-1. Anything else? Tune in for the Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Fuck that goddamn game.
Yeah, that just sounds stupid.
Here's your preview. I was winning $25 before that game started.
Oh no, bro!
You came away with nothing.
Bammer.
Chiefs Ravens Sunday night. Chiefs 0-2.
Wow.
Right? Right? Oh, sorry, they're not 0-2. I had the scores backwards on the Browns Chiefs from last week. Chiefs 1-1, Browns 1-1, Ravens 1-1 after a 35-34 win from the Ravens.
If you could sum this show up with one 5-second soundbite, that's it.
Wait,
that's it right
They're not 0-2.
Oh, wait. That was completely wrong. Oh, shit. Okay.
Chiefs O-line looks worse for wear. Lamar, 2 picks, but ended up getting 5 total touchdowns in the game. Asked if he wanted to go for it on 4th down to seal the game. He said yes, and then went out and did it. So Ravens advanced to 1-1. 35-34, and they haven't beaten the Chiefs in what feels like ever.
I was going to say beating the Chiefs is a big one too.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been kind of, since the Mahomes contract, and don't get me wrong, I understand why they did it. You and I think, talked about this when we were playing video games when the contract was signed, whenever that was, a while ago, over a year ago now.
Yeah. Almost
it just
over 2 now.
What worries me about it is how much money it actually consumes of your cap. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like one day that might bite them in the ass, dude.
Probably,
because they went from high up on the list of cap room to being second to last, I think. And it's just if you do not have cap room, sometimes it can be hard to build a
lot
team.
of that was in their O-line too that they got rid of.
Right. That's true. And
they now have to rebuild that, but it's still gonna fucking affect them down the line.
That's what I mean. I just,
it still will.
I get why they make the move. You cannot let that dude walk. You just can't. And the longer it goes on, the more money it's gonna cost you. It makes sense. It's just, I feel that's not gonna be good in a few years.
It had to happen, but
yeah, exactly. You had no choice, but it's one of those things where it's in a few years, it might suck to be a Chiefs fan.
You still got Mahomes.
But you still got him. You still got
good.
him. Yep. So anything's possible if you got him.
Cowboys, Chargers. Cowboys 20, Chargers 17. Both teams 1-1 now. Cowboys offense looked a little less explosive against the Chargers than they did against the Bucks, which is
interesting,
curious to me because the Bucks have the number 1 defense.
Right. Yeah.
Asante Samuel Jr. got his first interception of his career with the Chargers. Ripped Dak off pretty early. Air Bear, pretty decent game. Needs to clean a couple things up, but overall, pretty good game from the Chargers. Can't be too upset with that one.
Right.
And last game of the week, Lions-Packers. It was 17-14 at half. The Lions were winning. It ended 35-17 Packers. They just fucking blew it.
I mean, it's the Lions. You can't be surprised, but it's just
I was surprised in the first half, Burty.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, they're fucking doing it.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, Detroit. Yes. I found myself super rooting for the Lions last night, and then they came out of halftime and were just flat as fuck.
So I guess Karen Rodgers has morphed back into Aaron Rodgers.
He had 4 touchdowns, but it was Aaron Jones that led the way last night. He had 4 touchdowns. Aaron Jones had, he had 2 rushing, 2 receiving, 4 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers also had 4 touchdowns, but 2 were combined, obviously.
Right.
He also lost his chain. containing his dad's ashes. Aaron Jones did
Oh,
in the end zone on one of the scores. He was asked about it after the game. Said if I lost it anywhere, he'd want it to be in the end zone.
Oh, that's gonna make me cry.
They found it today.
Jesus Christ, that just like hit me in my heart all of a sudden.
They found it today.
Whew.
Big game from Aaron Jones as well. Like I said, the 4 touchdowns. He was also playing his former backup, Jamal Williams, who went to the Lions. He obviously had the interview last week where he was talking about the Packers being his ex-girlfriend. Now the Lions are his new girlfriend, taking him out to dinners, treating him nice. But it was a good game from Aaron Jones. Good, this is why you pay me game.
Right.
Proving his worth.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you want to let's talk some hockey and then we'll do some basketball. I don't really want to talk about anything in hockey except fuck Buffalo. Tom Wilson sucks. That's pretty much all I have to say. Fuck Buffalo. Tom Wilson sucks. So is there anything you want to talk about? We could talk about Drouin and what he said.
Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah, I did see that. How do you feel about it?
I think it's a bad time for it to happen, but from what he explained,
right,
I'll try to give the backstory first. He bowed out of the season last year because of mental health. Canadians obviously went on to the Cup, so he was not there for the Cup run or anything like that.
Yeah, he's 26. I mean, he's still kind of a kid.
Yeah, I can't. Again, it's mental health. I can't really blame him.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, he said like anxiety and insomnia.
He said he wasn't sleeping for like 3 days at a time. Which,
yeah,
if they have to go play professional hockey, it's gonna be pretty fucking difficult.
And I mean,
it's not really gonna be up to your like par anyway.
No, and I can tell you from personal experience, like if you stay up for 2-3 days at a time, like you kind of lose your actual mind. Like it's not like you're just really tired. Like there's this weird thing that happens where you kind of like lose control of like your ability to discern reality from, what is not reality. Like it's really fucking crazy. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of mental health. I have many mental health issues myself. I understand it. So anytime an athlete is like, I can't do this, I think it's easy to say, well, you get paid millions of dollars, like shut up and take it. But at the same time, it's like, no, dude, like that shit's fucked. And you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like someone being like the Capitals being reckless as shit with COVID last season and just not giving a fuck about the protocols. Like,
right.
You cannot help if you have, mental issues. So it's like, I'm all for just like, please, like take care of yourself, because eventually you can take care of it, especially if it's anxiety and like insomnia and stuff. You can take care of that and get back to form, but you can't do it if you don't stop to do it. You know what I mean? So it's like, do what you got to do, Hoss.
Take your time, son.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you read some of his quotes, but he said like I've fallen ill to the point where I was no longer controlling my body. That's what I'm talking about,
Right.
And that's he realized he needed to take a moment and step back. So I stand behind him. I can imagine there are probably some Canadian hockey fans who don't though, because some of them are
crazy.
Yeah.
Devoted?
Sure.
We're devoted?
Sure, that's a diplomatic word. Sure. Anything else you want to talk about in hockey?
League expects 98% of players to be vaccinated before the start of the season.
Who's the other 2% that'll be unvaccinated? Tom Wilson?
Probably. Him and his cronies.
Yo, did you see the contract Zdeno Chara signed somewhere? Where was it? Hold on. I'm on it. I have it saved.
Good podcasting.
Islanders.
Oh, I did.
No. I really don't think that's good for a lot of
They got Zach Parise too.
Like Islanders might they might be able to do it now. Cause like Chara's old, man, but he can still play the game. And he's got a smart hockey mind.
For 10 minutes a night.
Right, but he's got a smart like he's got a good hockey IQ. Like he plays the game well when he plays. He did real well for the fucking Capitals. You know?
He did. He played well.
So I don't know. I just feel like the Islanders, they could be particularly dangerous now. Not just because of Chara, but because of, the collective moves they've made. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just thought you might be interested
playing
in
his 1600th NHL game.
It's crazy as shit. Although I suppose it's pretty easy to do that when you're like 9 fucking feet tall. It's not like anybody can just rough up Zdeno Chara.
No.
You know what I mean?
Takes a lot.
Yeah.
Goddamn grizzly bear.
You gotta like stand on someone else's shoulders.
Chicken fight.
What else did you want to talk about in hockey? Anything else?
With skates.
Yeah, it is.
Kraken jerseys, the official ones on sale. They broke a bunch of fucking records, NHL shop and everything. So go get your Kraken jerseys.
Not surprised. The jersey is fucking dope. As
pretty
soon as the logo came out, like 2 years ago or whatever, I remember you and me both were like, that shit is hype.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I like it too. The like little tentacle in the logo is fucking lit too. Like it's just nicely designed. I like it a lot. But I don't know. We had this
conversation though. It could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Could have wrapped it around the Space Needle.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. But I don't know if they're gonna be very good. The Kraken. They just didn't take any like risks in the expansion draft, and that always concerns me. Because if you don't take any risks, I feel like there's no real high reward potential. I could be wrong, but
I sent you a picture of what I mean.
But I'm not too convinced the Kraken are going to be.
They're not going to be good at all.
All they're cracked up to be. Hey-o.
Yeah, they could have gotten some good veteran pieces. We talked about that a couple months ago when they had their expansion draft. They passed on a lot of good players.
Oh man, that is dope. Around the fucking like anchor.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh man,
and the anchor's the Space Needle.
And the anchor's the Space Needle. Holy shit! And I like they have the old school like sleeve stripes, dude. Those old school sleeve stripes are dope.
That should have been it.
Fucking A, man. That's fucking amazing. Way to go, Reddit. Yeah. All right, well, let's do basketball and get the fuck out of here. We're at about an hour, man. And we got a live show to do tonight, so.
Facts. Half ounce, half hour. Round 2. Hopefully no technical difficulties this time. JJ Redick retired. Long career for the former Duke villain. 15 seasons. He spent some with the Magic, Bucks, Clippers, 76ers, Pelicans, and the Dallas Mavericks. I've always liked JJ Redick. I think he's been crucial on a lot of playoff teams.
You do like a villain.
I do like a villain. I love me a good villain.
Yeah, you love a good heel.
Never got a ring despite being a big contributor on some good playoff teams. But retiring a little bit younger than I expected. However, he's been relegated to pretty much like a 12th man role the last couple of years. So I guess it was just about time.
Yeah.
But good for JJ Redick. The last bit for NBA here, just a small Ben Simmons update we've talked about before. Woj reported today, and I quote, Ben Simmons will not report for the opening of training camp and has the intention of never playing for the organization again. So, as we've expected, as it's been reported, Ben Simmons holding out of training camp until he gets traded.
Wow. Okay.
Similar situation to James Harden.
I was literally about to say that. Yep.
NBA, it's becoming a problem.
It fucking is, dude. It really, like, don't get me wrong. It must be nice to always have some crazy news to cover like that. But at the same time, it's got to be miserable to be a fan, like a truly hardcore fan of an NBA team. Because you get a guy and he's really great, and then eventually he just dips.
And it just gives you more and more respect for Damian Lillard, who just runs into the wall every day in Portland and just doesn't request a trade.
For sure. All right, well, is there anything else? Yeah.
Yeah, before we get out of here.
Yes.
Did you hear about this fucking couple? Dude murdered her girlfriend, went on the run.
Oh, dude, of course, man.
What is
I've been following this since day one.
I'm sure you had been, but what is going on here, bro?
All right, it's a super fucked up and sad story, man. So this girl is, and her boyfriend have converted a van basically into like a living space. People do this. They call it van life. Right. So they've been traveling around. They were in, I believe it's a park in Utah. I can't quite remember. It's a park somewhere in Utah or like, somewhere out that area. Utah police pulled him over. They had been having a fight and she had slapped him. So the police got called, obviously. Police came. They were both very, well, actually, no, that's not true. I'll get to that in a second. So the police interview both of them, and the police officer on the body cam footage is like, okay, you're both going to stay in separate places tonight. This is clearly like a mental health issue. It doesn't really seem to be an escalating domestic violence issue. I actually don't fault the police officer there. If you look at the footage, that it kind of appears that way. So they're there, and then boyfriend, they're from Florida, by the way. Boyfriend drives all the way home to Florida. Gabby is not there.
Oh, no.
So parents report her missing. Boyfriend has disappeared.
I bet he has.
A few days later, they found her body. They're saying that it's not 100% identified as her, but in my opinion, why would you release it in the media if you weren't sure it was her? It's her.
Yeah, right.
The interesting thing is there's a serial killer that was operating there in the area basically where she was found, but they came out and said that it wasn't related, even though they said that before they found her body. And I'm like, how can you say that if you don't have the body? Because you don't know how she was killed. You know what I mean? Like, that's just nonsense to me. But yeah, it's a really fucked up and sad story, and it's just gross, man. Like, I was telling my brother about it. I can go on and on about how many men murder their wives or girlfriends or whatever.
Many men.
Like, it's so fucked up and it's so stupid and it makes me really mad. But the thing that bothers me so much about this one is like, bro, like, just go home. Like, all you had to do was go home. Like, if you didn't want to see her anymore, all you had to do was go home. Right. You could have just let her have the van, hopped a fucking plane home, or fucking, like, hopped a goddamn bus home.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, you fucking piece of shit. Unless, he didn't do it, in which case I'll take all that back. But in my opinion, why do you run if you didn't do it? Why do you run? Why do you lawyer up and not say anything and run? Why do you run if you didn't do it? But yeah, it's super fucked up. The thing that's interesting to me, somebody pointed out today, is like in the body cam footage, I didn't notice this at first. If you watch it, she's very upset and he's incredibly calm. And that is a very, like, common thing you see among, like, narcissistic sociopaths. They make you feel crazy. Like, they stay calm in the argument and they make you feel crazy. You know what I mean? Where it's just, so I don't, nobody really knows what happened, obviously, but I'm leaning towards that dude killed the shit out of that girl. And that's fucked up and sad. And, yeah.
I feel like that's pretty much where everyone's leaning right now.
Yeah, T's and P's to her and her family. It's a tragedy. And on that note, we can end the show.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go do this live stream. I guess we got to figure out what the hell we're going to do with it. All right, well, thanks for...
It's on Colorcast every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Make sure you check it out.
Yeah, nice plug. What's the word I have to say? Follow us on all the social media. It's Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. It's all Stone Sports Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Follow, not fuck.
Yeah, no, not
Different
fuck.
F word.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And we're out of here. Say goodbye, my dude.
Peace.
Layers.